What's good, everybody? It's your boy Black Bezos, man. What's good? So, I want to talk about what's going on with MMTLP, Meta, MMAT, and stuff like that. So, just to give y'all a quick rundown, I am a Meta material shareholder, and this is my first time doing like a YouTube video or whatever as far as like talking about meta materials. But I was like, man, I just want to make it because I know there's a lot of people is probably like in the exact same position as me and just thinking like, what the hell did we get ourselves into? The rabbit hole is just getting way too deep. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't know like what we was getting ourselves into. Like the rabbit hole is like super deep. So it's like, what the heck what are we doing? So I could just give you a little backstory on me. I been investing in the stock market. Just wanted to change the way I was investing. So I was starting to look into like companies that was changing the game. Companies that's gonna change the way I live. I don't remember the YouTuber that I was watching, man, that he was talking about disruptive technology and stuff like that. And metamaterials was one of the disruptive technologies that he was talking about, the things that they can do and them working with all this new technology using light and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, that's cool. But what really got me drawn and hooked to metamaterials was the non-invasive glucose monitoring system. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, that's a game changer to be able to monitor your glucose without not having to prick your finger all the time. And I would always talk to my my father sometimes about it, like, yo, if you would you mind having a device that you could just monitor your glucose and stuff like that without you having to without you having to like prick your finger? He was like, absolutely. I was like, that took me, and I was like, yo, this company out in Canada is getting ready to do some game changing stuff, man. So I was like, yo, this is it. I didn't know that the story was deeper. I'm like, yo, this is new technology. I'm about to invest in that. Boy, oh boy, did when I started doing my research and I started reading and understanding the fundamentals of the company, a little bit more about the company, I started saying to myself, like, yo, hold up. Not only do they doing all that, but they're also trying to get onto the NASDAQ. And I started doing more research, and I realized they're trying to get onto the NASDAQ by doing a reverse merger with this oil company. Hold on one second. With this oil company by the name of Torchlight Energy. Torchlight Energy is trying to sell off their assets so that, you know what I'm saying, that they can go do what they gotta do. Meta's trying to get up so they can do what they gotta do. So I'm like, all right, whatever, no big deal. Don't really care. And one of the things was out of the deal, Torchlight was, I think it was Meta that was supposed to give like a Series A preferred share to the original Torchlight holders through the merger. So I was like, screw it. I did my research. I was like, man, that sounds good. I want to buy some Torchlight. You know what I'm saying? So I started to buy. I had both. I had Torchlight Energy. I had a boatload of shares of Torchlight, and I had a boatload of shares of Meta. I was like, it was on the Canadian stock market. I bought it, and I bought it Meta. The Meta was on the NASDAQ. I bought it. They did their thing. I think it was like last summer, man. Last summer, the stock price of both of these shares started going crazy. They started blowing up. I'm like, oh, cool, whatever. Made some money last year. Cool with it. This year, fast forward. Like, let me sprinkle a little bit. Through the entire time, I saw these shares. We was told we were supposed to get preferred shares in our bank account. I ended up getting the preferred shares in my account because I had bought Torchlight Energy. I bought it. Now, you do your research and you start reading and you start saying to yourself, yo, fundamentally, this makes sense. What Torchlight Energy is trying to do, I understand. Well, I was really in this play mostly for metamaterials. I was just like, whatever. The dividend is just a caveat. I'll say, I'm not the caveat. The dividend was just a sprinkle on the ice cream. I was like, I'll take it. Whatever, cool. Boy, oh boy, did I not know the story was about to get a little crazier than what I'm saying. The story was about to get a little crazier. So fast forward through it all. All right, fast forward through it all. I had this stuff in my bank account just sitting there until one day I woke up in like October. Like one day in October, I woke up and this thing started moving in my bank account, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I got on, and my man Terry was on. And Terry was like, yo, I'm buying. So I'm like, what the hell? I think I found Terry through YouTube. Like the algo picked him up. So I was like, all right, cool. I got this guy. I'm like, I think I'm on to something because I got this guy that's talking about meta materials. And then it was Sterling Stocks that was talking about meta, because all the algo, you know how the YouTube algorithm just like pull everything up. So all that was happening. All right, I ain't gonna ramble no more because I know it's like I'm at 6. So fast forward through the whole thing, I'm like, all right, man. I started buying more of the preferred shares. I started buying more. I started buying more of the preferred shares. I started buying. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me keep buying. Because I don't know what's going on. I just keep buying. I keep buying the preferred. I got a lot of preferred shares, man. I got a lot. So fast forward to all this fiasco going on. And all I do is say, yo, hold strong, Meta fam, hold strong the entire time. Because I'm all about positivity. Last week, last week, I started doing some math. And I'm like, yo, I could be a freaking multi-millionaire off of this. No disrespect to any of the other YouTubers, man. I was just saying to myself, like, yo, hold up. I bought Meta because of the technology that it's going to bring. But at the end of the day, what Meta, this other play that I'm in, could potentially put me in a position that I'm like, bro, I'm straight. I buy it. I'm in there. I'm prepping myself for last week. I'm ready for everything to happen. I'm prepping myself for last week. I'm ready for everything to happen, y'all. And I prep myself, and I'm like, yo, this is nice, because I'm about to do all these things, all of that, blah 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 blah. You know, I'm not even gonna go into all the yada yada what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. They halt the stock. FINRA halts it. I was lined up to drop some millions on these boys, and FINRA halted it. Revolts is going on currently right now. My thing is this, and here's how I'm looking at it. I'm trying to go. So here's my thought process, and here's my theory. I bought a ticket to go to the Bahamas. I show up to the airport and ready to board my flight because, yo, I'm trying to go to the Bahamas, man. The gate agent's gonna be like, sir, I know you bought your ticket and all. I know you checked in. I know you're verified in the system, but the flight is full. I'm like, what? The flight can't be full. I bought my ticket a year and a half ago. I've been holding my ticket for a year and a half. That's what the word is. They saying the AST is full. But my mindset is this. I'm like, cool. If the AST, if the flight's full, do it, you know what I'm saying? Give me a refund or get me on the next flight. That's what I'm thinking. Give me a refund, get me on the next flight that's gonna get me to Bahamas. I got the ticket. If these fake shares were never supposed to be traded, why'd you give it to me? Why'd you sell it to me is what I should say. Why did you sell me these fake shares? And this entire weekend, I started thinking so much about like what I would do, you know? And I'm like, I think we need to just relax and remember that George Palacaris, he's probably thinking about it as well. His lawyers is like, yo, we about to eat FINRA for lunch. This is easy work. Everything we're doing is documented. It's all documented. We got people, you know what I'm saying? We got a big community of people that's backing it. I think we good. I 100% think we good. FINRA can't open this thing back up for trading. I don't see how they could. They know if they do that, a boatload of us is about to be multi-millionaires. Few of us will be billionaires. Depending on how many trade shares you got, the big dogs on top, they probably gonna be, yeah, bruh. Scary as this is, I don't even know if it makes any sense, but you probably had your first trillionaire, bro, like out of this joint, depending on the amount of money. They can't do that. It's not gonna happen. So my whole thing is, we gotta just sit back and let the cards drop. I believe Metamaterials is just ready, is got something up their sleeve, ready to eat these dudes' lunch. They ready. FINRA know they messed up. The broker dealers know they sold us stuff out of greed because they wanted all our commission fees. They're paid off by the hedge funds. The game is rigged, not for the retail investors. It's always for the elite to stay on top. But we as the Meta fan, we just got to understand that GP knows this is his make or breaks. This is his make or break season. What he does impacts the future of Meta Materials going forward and the fan base that he has behind him, which is why I believe he's not going to screw that up, which is why I believe he's silent, which is why I believe he's not saying a word, because he knows I'm about to be up there with Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. I'm up there. I'm in the spotlight now. I made it. This is my moment. And I guaranteed I'm going to deliver for all my shareholders. Yeah. So, that's how I feel. Stay strong, MetaFam. Understand that we own the ticket. They need our ticket. There's no other way. You sold it to me. It's verified. You sold it to me. It's verified in the system. There's nothing you could do. All right? Stay positive, y'all. And me, I'm just talking from a regular dude. I don't know all of them technicals. I don't know all of them charts this, charts that. I'm me. I just wanted to get this off my chest because I see the concern on everybody's face and everybody going crazy. But yeah, stay strong, Meta family.